something I would have liked to see Asakura do was use a lot more feints on his feet. Because Tim moving so crazy and dipping his head and getting all, like, if you would have given him some good feints, especially because he throws such good power, probably could have froze Tim up a little. It made him stop moving so crazy because every time Asakura would go to throw something, he'd dip his head. So now if I'm feinting and he dips his head, boom, I see it. That kick's open. Or now I know where he's going rather than just being there's a couple, I think there's 3 fights on this where I would have seen, I'm going to break them down every time, where I would have seen a lot more feints. And I feel like a lot of fighters don't use their feints the way they should because it's not scoring you points in the moment, right? And it takes a lot of energy. Using feints all the time, moving around, feinting and psyching a guy out and setting up traps takes a lot of energy, but it's not scoring you points while you're doing it. It's you're playing the long game. I'm doing all these feints to set a trap up so I can knock this guy out later, and a lot of fighters are afraid of either getting tired, they forget to do it. I don't know, but I'm telling you right now, there's a theme, especially to this card. There needs to be more feints going on. To set your opponent up and always kind of out tricking them. Like that's why I like watching tape. It's like watching the way people fight because my feints are it's like reading a book.
Can you walk me down? Because Rampage, when you were boxing, I actually remember you doing this. You were letting people kind of hit you. You were kind of like not waking up, but maybe practicing your defense. But you were really good at timing. Like you were practicing timing with Coach Yogi, or he would like hit you on your right hand, then you would throw a left. Like just the drills you would do. What is something that a fighter, like if there was a kid watching this who's training and trying to get into the show, what is something they could do to practice or to work on this? Because you brought it up actually to Big Yuko that you can't just fake your feints all the time though, because then they stop biting.
Yeah.
So can you kind of break that down of what someone could do to try and practice this in the gym?
Yes. So you can't just over feint and not actually throw anything because then your feints don't mean shit. And now I'm not going to believe your feints, right? But then you also can just stomp forward and not throw any feints, and then you're too predictable. So there's got to be this fine line. You want to create your own style. I don't think you should fight like completely like one other person. You got to create your own style, and the more unique, the better, as long as you can get the technique around it. Like Venom Page is going to be the next fight. That's a perfect example. Like I can't fight like Venom Page, but his style is sick for him, and he does a really good job. And a guy like that, I wouldn't want to feint as much, okay? Because he's really good at controlling distance. If I feint on Venom Page, he's going to get out of the way every time. Right, so he's the kind of guy where I want to pop shot, throw things without setups, or counter fight him. But someone like Elliott, I needed to freeze him and slow him down. There's going to be a fight where Aaron Pico should have been doing some feints because he's just kind of stomping forward and being aggressive with 0 feints. Great technique, good boxing, looked amazing before he got caught. But the reason why he's getting caught is because he's just a target that comes straight in. Right? I gotta make you guess what I'm doing, and he's just coming forward. You know what he's gonna do, and if you want to be a world champion, you gotta keep people guessing.